Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel with my name Yukul Pachori. As you all know that I am doing PhD from IIT Mandi and I have a bit of teaching experience as well. Uh, so let's start the video series today. I've taught in various private engineering college and at present I'm doing PhD from IIT Mandi. So this is about my experience. Now to continue the video series that I was making videos on the review of Electronics for You magazine for the for various issues. So in today's video, I will be talking about the issue of March 2025 that I have read during my reading hours. Mm, As in PhD, you have to sometimes teach as well, and you have to read as well, and then you collect knowledge and you try to express yourself in front of the audience that you are facing. So, for example, if I'm facing you as an audience, so I'm connecting you with the help of the YouTube channel, which is a kind of a video library for many, and it is a kind of a way of presenting yourself for many. So this can, or even although a video can also be created on how to create YouTube channels and how to talk about and how to present yourself in YouTube channel. Like these days, various companies are working in the field of public speaking, and they tell the students how to, or the students or the learners who wants to develop themselves on the public speaking platforms. So there are various like TEDx and various other platforms are available. Even YouTube is also a very good platform for public speaking. So this is it. Let me start my screen share so that I can go for the my this particular video. So let me open the video. This is the slide is in front of you. This screen should be put it over here. This can be nice over here. Yeah. So let's start today's video. It is already started. Hmm, Okay. Now this is perfect now. So this is the March issue of the Electronics for You magazine. Friends, before proceeding further in this, I would like to tell you that I'm a constant reader of this particular magazine. And though I'm preparing for other exam as well, but I would like to say that I'm a constant reader of this magazine. And I find out very interesting. And I've created a lot of videos, not many, maybe 10 to 15 videos on the videos related to electronics for you, and some of them got a good number of views, something like 300, 200, or 150 or 200, whatever like that. But apart from making videos for the audience and getting publicity is one of the tasks, but in actual sense, why I create this video, because I constantly read this magazine. And I feel that whenever I make a video for this, or whenever I try to interact with another person for this particular issue related to electronics for you, I feel there is an enhancement of knowledge is going on. So this is the prime objective of my video, to enhance the knowledge that I gain and to gain the knowledge of that which comes after the interaction, whether it is a public platform like YouTube or any other platforms, like whether you are interacting with your friends. So this is it. So this is like a knowledge series, knowledge sharing session for related to electronics for you magazine. So you can see this at present this DeepSeek is going on, and it is a AI engine. It is a kind of a AI engine which is getting popular these days a lot. It is, I think, this is developed by China or something country like that, but it got a lot of popularity, and it beaten the OpenAI, the ChatGPT platform, and even the ChatGPT recently came with the Ghibli platform, which many created their cartoon images. But I was like sitting in one of the colloquium of the talk of the IIT Mandi. And I found that the gentleman, the professor who was the speaker of the colloquium, he explained how the data being created and how the heat of the servers being created when you're using such platform like ChatGPT, OpenAI, DeepSeek, or something like Ghibli. So these people are taking data But the amount of the data required to generate the information on the platform like ChatGPT is huge. So they generate a lot of carbon thing, and the amount of the heat they produce is quite large, which affects the global warming. So if you are a tech enthusiast, like if you're a tech person, then you must use the technology in a judicious way. You should not use technology in a very leveraging way, because sometimes if you do not use technology judiciously, it does get harmful. So, like, suppose if you are generating a question with a chat GPT, then chat GPT will give you the response in few seconds. But think of the amount of the data servers it need to travel to give you that particular information, and the amount of the heat they are producing. It is quite large and quite heavy. And to maintain these servers, the amount of fuel required for the engines, generators, and the backup batteries, which is quite large. So, though I'm a technical person, but I'm talking from the global warming perspective. These, like, suppose if you drop a message on a WhatsApp and you try to delete that particular message, and again you type that message and then again delete it, then again type it. Just think of the situation when you delete the message, another message is created to override that particular message, which again generates another data for that particular server. So you must use technology in a judicious way. This is from the perspective of the AI as well, and from the present perspective of the open AI, like which was created by gentleman Sam Altman and Deeps and platform like DeepSeek, ChatGPT, OpenAI, and others. Even the Google also have their own platform like Gemini. So these are the things. So this is a nice start for this issue of the March, DeepSeek, how DeepSeek suddenly becomes everybody business. So there is an article I have read, not read it fully, but there is an article on the on this DeepSeek, on the DeepSeek. So they are talking about it. So I have read it. I will talk about that also. And up till now, what I have talked is based on that information only. So let's move on to the magazine part. This I have talked many times that we understand deadlines. So aerospace industry is all about deadlines. So this is one of the advertisement of a, DigiKey company, which is a electronic supplier, component supplier, electronic registered at DigiKey Electronics. So this is you can, which is in USA. Again, there is a 60-volt non-synchronous DC to DC converter. So if some people who are interested in the field of the battery charging or the EV, then they can collect information on the 60-volt non-synchronous DC to DC converter. And yes, so these are the details of the articles which are available. So this is basically you can say the contents. So these are the contents of the electronics for you. So this is a kind of review of the what is the headline of my of the video is the review of electronics for you magazine for March 2025. So you can understand this magazine is not created by me. I'm not the publisher of the magazine. I'm just reviewing this magazine because I constantly read it and I find it knowledgeable to share it. That's why I'm creating it. So move on. Industrial automation at your fingertips. You can see this robotic arm. So by this robotic arm, you can understand this is a kind of advertisement for the company that is known as Mauser.com. So this is also a great company in the field of related to Mauser.com. You can visit the website with www.mauser.in. And yes, now coming to the articles, the first article says that research and innovation updates. It is a MEMS based. MEMS are micro electrical mechanical sensors, electro mechanical sensors, micro electromechanical sensors, which has a what do you say, cantilever arrangement, and it gives the sensation when another object is comes into the interface of that particular object, and it gives signals to the Wheatstone bridge, and we collect the data from this particular sensor. So these are MEMS based ASIC, application specific integrated circuit, that performs much better than piezoelectric materials. So this is one of the discovery. What it says that Infineon Technology AZ has developed capacitive. So this is a capacitive sensor, micromechanical ultrasonic transducer. Transducer, you know that it is a device that converts one form of energy to another. This technology offer a small size, better performance, and an enhanced functionality. CMUT generate ultrasonic waves through a deflected. So here we are talking about the deflection. So I have already told you that this is something related to the cantilever arrangement, and this is very micro in size. That's why they are giving that better than piezoelectric materials. Though piezoelectric material is very expensive as well, because once I was in BTech, when I was in BTech, I bought a piezoelectric bimorph crystal with the website known as RS Component. So I brought some component with the bimorph crystal, and I was able to produce some electricity with the vibrations, and I was able to charge some battery. So I think this is the replacement of that particular piezoelectric material. So this is a MEMS based ASIC that perform better than piezoelectric crystal. So it can be a good choice for the people who are working in the field of ASIC and MEMS. So this was the first article. Then take on the second next article, programmable meta surface antenna for wireless efficiency. So those people who are working in the field of antenna can look into that. A team of Southeast University, Nanyang Technological University, and other institution has developed a groundbreaking programmable meta surface to improve wireless communication. So they're improving the wireless communication with the meta surface. Their new design optimized programmable pattern mapping to enhance information retrieval, achieving a one-beat encoding scheme with spatial and harmonics for maximum efficiency. So this is for the people who are working in the field of antenna. They have developed programmable antenna for wireless efficiency. Efficiency, everyone knows that these days communication is totally wireless. You do, even the charging is also wireless. Even the future prospect of the technology is like you are going to have a what like a transmission of the electricity with wireless. People are working in this direction, although it is quite expensive and quite tough to realize it in practically, but people are working in that there should be wireless transmission of current to the household and to industries from the point of which at which they are manufacturing or generating the electricity. So this is the thing for the wireless efficiency for the antenna people. You can read more about this article. Now look on to the next article. This is not an article. This is an advertisement of Hetzner. It's a company. It's a company, and it's a company. Cloud server. It's a cloud server CPX cloud server solution provider. Cloud.hetzner.com. So you can look into that more about that because I will go into the details of all those topics, which, okay, I can go into detail of any topic, but I can answer effectively those topics on which I'm working. Like, for example, I'm working on sensors or electronics parts. So I will be more comfortable in the sensors part. But this cloud part is related to the computer science. So I think this information you can check out with this particular website with this www.hetzner.com. So if you now you get the information that I'm not expert of a cloud or computer science, I'm expert of a no, I cannot say I'm an expert of expert of electronics, but though I am a more reader of electronics. So this cloud part you can search out and you can talk to some of the experts of the computer science as well. So moving on, take on, but I will appreciate the publisher of the magazine who published this advertisement for the good sake of the magazine, so that people can understand the cloud as well. Like people of electronics can understand the cloud as well. So this is something very related. So now moving on, next article, wide area monitoring made simple. Yeah, this I read it and you can understand with this particular image as well that there is in center of the image, there is a camera which is having a multi-focus or a multi-lens power. I think we should visit this website, go into the website. Just we are visiting the website of this particular link. It is High K Vision. So this is, I think this is a company related to working in the field of the what do you say, closed circuit television camera, or in the short form we say that CCTV cameras. So this is it. They have a lot of IoT based cameras are also available. So you can get into the details of this. But let me read the article for you. It says that high K vision see vaster technology. Like suppose if I close my left eye, then I will see the right part. If I close my right eye, then I see the left part, because our the connection of our eyes to the brain is in such a way that it is the right eye see the left part and the left eye see the right part. This is something like that. So they have tried to expand the vision of the camera so the single camera can zoom it and try to we see the all the possible angles with a single camera. So they have developed some technology, like it has featured tandem view, which is called tandem VU, and pano VU designs, and simultaneously offers panoramic views and zoomed in details that I'm just talking about. Zoomed in details. Tandem view dual lens provides a wide view and zoom functionality. So it has a zoom functionality. You can understand, like suppose I'm just zooming the video. Everyone know what is the meaning of zoom. So if suppose you are watching a photograph of your favorite hero or like actor or actress, and you like him or like her a lot, then you try to zoom the photograph and see the what are the quality and what is the expression and what are the expression. Like suppose any so even if you are like suppose talk about the games of FIFA, football, soccer. Like suppose if you saw Cristiano Ronaldo, then you try to zoom into the actual angle of the shot that he has taken, and it was a goal. So you try to zoom with the camera. These days, in the recently the World Cup happened with the football, and the third eye camera was there, and the decisions were taken after the zoom. So I think this high-K vision see vaster technology can be helpful for this particular perspective. And I think adding to the features like AI features like facial recognition and ANPR deliver complete monitoring with reduced blind spots and lower maintenance. So these are the things. And so I think this is high-K vision zoom angle see vaster technology with tandem view is a good approach for the people who are working in the field of camera technology. So this is the thing. Now, moving on to the next article, I think this is very interesting. Let me highlight this article. I have not read it, but I have seen this article. Let me read it. This is the plastic supercapacitor. So people know about superconductors, though we have not developed the superconductor in the non-cryogenic atmosphere. We have developed in the cryogenic atmosphere, but people are working in the field of cryogenic superconductors and non-cryogenic superconductors as well. So, but this is related to supercapacitor. Plastic. So they have used a material called plastic. Supercapacitor could enhance energy storage. So researchers at UCLA have developed a new graphene base. So they have used graphene. Graphene is a alloy of a carbon recently discovered, and the person who discovered the graphene got the Nobel Prize. So this is everyone knows this. Base materials for supercapacitor enhancing energy storage and performance. By using a vapor phase growth process, they created vertical pedots nanofibers that significantly increase surface area and charge capacity. So they have used plastics supercapacitors to enhance their charging capacity. Everyone knows that capacitor used to for charging a particular current or discharging. So they have enhanced the charging capacity of the capacitors with this plastic supercapacitors, and the material that you have used PEDOT nanofibers. So moving on to the next article, human-like sensing by robot using artificial neurons. So everyone knows that we are trying to build cobots and human robots, which are almost identical like humans. So it is like researchers at Northwestern University and Georgia Tech have developed a high-performance organic electrochemical neuron. So they have developed a neuron in our body. There are also neurons, like the people who have read the fuzzy logic, they know what is the meaning of the neuron. So they understand that in our body there are neurons, nerve cells, dendrites, and neurons, which is the powerhouse of the mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell, but the neurons are the synapses. These are the information carriers. So they have developed electrochemical neuron, OECN, they have named it as OECN, that can mimic, see, I was just talking about this. You might think that I was joking, but it is related that mimic human neutral frequency range advancing artificial sensing. So they have developed an artificial neuron which can work just like a human neuron and which can help into the sensing. Now this part is related to me and see, I got the feel of this particular topic that this can do wonders in the field of electrochemical sensing. If I need to sense or we need to sense some data related to information, then we can use OECN. This neuron is a part of neuromorphic tactile perception system. So it has a perception system integrating organic material with touch receptors and synapses for real-time tactile signal processing. This achieves a 50-foldest firing frequency. So these are the capabilities or the specification of this particular OECN, which is an electrochemical neuron, which mimics the ability of a artificial sensor or the human neuron. So I think this is a sufficient information on this human-like sensing robot using artificial neuron. Moving on to the next part of this magazine. This is the Sigilant. I think this is the digital storage oscilloscope, which has 500 megahertz, 1 gigahertz, 2 gigahertz bandwidth, and this is looking quite amazing. I think I've not seen this in actual, but this image I can realize how this is very much advanced. 500 megahertz to 1 gigahertz to 2 gigahertz. This is very high bandwidth, and this is a number of channels per channel are quite used. So this is very highly advanced, which is developed by Sigilant, Siglant, not Sigilant. It is Siglant, which is Siglant Technology Company Limited, which is even the phone number is there. So phone number is I think this is Indian plus 91 code is there. So might they have an office in India as well. So you can look into the field if you need oscilloscope, digital multimeters, programmable DC electronic node, or you can say programmable switch DC power supply. So these are the things. Even I also need some power supply, some AC power supply, but not right now. After my compre examination, I will be requiring these devices because at present, though I have a problem related to the converter of the frequency converter and the current control circuit, though I have developed this circuit as well, but I'm at present not that much focusing because my compre is also there. So these are the things that I was talking about related to the Siglent technology. So if you need some solution to oscilloscope, electronic load, digital multimeter, then you can look on to the Siglent Technology Company Limited. I think that's it for this particular article. Moving on to the next article. Let me take you some interesting article that I've read. Okay, you can understand this as well. Breakthrough in magic angle graphene research. So people are working in the field of graphene and they are trying to interface or they are trying to interpret various angles of the graphene so that they can have better conductivity or better flexibility or better features of the graphene. And those people who are working in the field of graphene can understand or interpret what I'm trying to say and what is the better information they can extract from this particular article. Now, on to the next page, this is the V Quality Instrumentation Private Limited. I think this is a company related to the stereo microscopy. So yeah, see this image. See this lady is holding this PCB printed circuit board in his hand and trying to visualize what are the components attached in this PCB with the help of this optical camera. So this is the kind of OCR, optical character recognition technique, which is giving information to the lady, and the lady is trying to interpret what are the components are mounted on this particular PCB with this OCR techniques. So you can, if you want to purchase this particular setup, you can go to the website that is V Quality Instrument Private Limited, and there is a website. The link is also available over here, and you can take a screenshot and just Google it, and you have the information in your hand. It just takes few seconds to get the information these days because this is the age we are living in, the age of AI, ChatGPT, and things like that. Now moving on to the next article. Aerial robot with 3D leader permits safety at high speeds. So, okay, this is looks interesting. You can see the image that University of Hong Kong have developed this. And what is talk about? It talk about aerial robot with 3D lidar permit safety at high speeds. So it is a, I think, 3D lidar. Uh, lidar is a light detection and ranging. It is an aerial robot. Engineers, just read it more about it because I'm also getting interested in this particular article. So let me read it. So this is engineers and roboticist. So the persons who are working in the field of robots are called roboticists. Like for example, people who are working in the field of science, they are called scientists. So things like that. It is a nice term. Roboticist at the University of Hong Kong have developed super. So they have developed, they have named it as super, and aerial robots using 3D lidar technology to navigate unknown environment at high speed while avoiding obstacles. So I think you got the information. Now moving on to the next part. This is interesting for those people who are disabled. Many researchers at University of Michigan have developed smart wheelchair with mixed controls. So I think this article should be appreciated because though as a technology, people who love technology or try to work more into the technology, they must develop technology for the disabled people as well. Because recently I have seen many articles related to the devices, micro devices, which are for those people who cannot hear properly. So the many engineers or the scientists have developed devices for the hear aid people. So I think the smart wheelchair article should be appreciated a lot, which is being work is going here at University of Michigan. So I think this is it. Uh, let's move on some other another article. While I'm scrolling, you are also watching these articles. So I mean, it is not that I'm speaking that only information you are trying to gather it. You are also gathering the information while I'm scrolling it. So this is a multi-dynamic feature of understanding. This is like interacting with the YouTube is a multi-dynamic feature which enhance the capabilities of the human computer interaction. So I think that's it. This is one more article: infrared thermometer using optical filtering for introduction hops. Hops is related to something radar, but I don't think this is related to that. Uh, I can talk about this later. But now, yeah, high current relay for vehicles. This is a high current relay. I think this is interesting. Let me read it. Bosch has developed the HCR, high current relay, 100 high current relay to meet growing demand for high current control in vehicles electric system designed for reliable switching up to 100 amperes. It surpassed previous related to 75 amperes. So they have developed 100 amperes relay, which is surpassing by 25 number ampere. Earlier we were having 75 ampere relay, but now we are having 100 ampere relay, which can work from temperature minus 40 degrees Celsius to plus 85 degrees Celsius. The relay has electrical lifespan of up to 100,000 switching cycles. So it can work for a lot of time. I think the manufacturer is Bosch. That's why the website is known as bosch.com, bosch.in. So this is it. I think this is the website is opening. And let me take one more article. So this is Kioxia. I was reading this in the lab, in my lab. So these are the memory which is developed by the Kioxia, UFS 4.0, Kioxia, EMMC, SLC, NAND, 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 Kioxia, flash memories. So if you are interested in memory, then you can just jump into the website that is kioxia.com. And I think that's it for today in this part of the video. And the second part of the video, I'll be definitely coming up the remaining articles and whatever information that I would like to talk to you in my next video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like this video, to comment about it If you have any suggestions, you can give suggestions and you can share with your friends as well. So thanks for watching. Have a nice time.